There are many versions of the Bible these days. You might ask yourself which one is best. I will give you the answer. It is the King James Version, simply known as the Authorized King James Version. The original of 1611, which mostly is read as the 1629 Cambridge King James Authorized Bible, or the 1769 version. The King James Version is based primarily on the Textus Receptus, Greek manuscripts of well over 5,000 extant Greek manuscripts of Byzantine family, which predate all other known manuscripts, especially the Latin and Hebrew manuscripts, with much greater accuracy. Originals are less likely to have been corrupted by repeated copying, editing and such. There are many new versions, which are written based on and with newfound manuscripts post-King James period, such as the Codex Sinaiticus and Codex Vaticanus manuscripts. These new versions claim to be more accurate as they are based on the new codexes found, but they are not, as it is the editors who are at fault, not so much the newfound manuscripts. The editors of these new versions simply do not possess the knowledge of the Rosicrucian and Freemasons of that time. The King James Version is widely accepted to have been edited by none other than Francis Bacon, the man who is also believed to be William Shakespeare. Thus, the uninitiated new craftsman of new revisions of the Bible simply cannot replicate or understand the esoteric meanings, yet alone craft new ones. They simply scatter, distort and destroy the ancient sacred knowledge that was passed on to humanity through the King James Version. The King James Version was revised by highly knowledgeable men, of the grandest knowledge, earth-shaping, nation-shaping, visionaries of the highest esoteric orders. The translation committee consisted of 6 parts, with many parts consisting of oversight and collaboration of the ancient mysteries. Many of the secrets that they pass on to us through the King James Version are lost and misinterpreted, corrupted and such in these new translations and revisions. Thus the King James Version must be the only version used. Period. To now quote Manly P. Hall, which speaks on the subject: the first edition of the King James Bible, which was edited by Francis Bacon and prepared under Masonic supervision, bears more Mason's marks than the Cathedral of Strasbourg. Manly P. Hall, from a lecture Rosicrucian and Masonic Origins, year written 1929. It is with 100% certainty that Francis Bacon revised the manuscripts of the King James Version before publication. He edited the book as he saw fit, along with other Rosicrucian and those who predated Freemasonry. The book was written to be a guide for humanity, of laws to follow, customs to abide by, and to initiate those who truly understand into the esoteric arts by clear written description and a righteous path through understanding the allegories. Previous versions, such as the Luther Bible, do not possess such knowledge. King James, understanding of the importance of the Rosicrucian undertaking, made it a decree for this new version, the King James Version. King James, having the power to declare decree, essentially wiped out all opposition, and thus the English language world was shaped. The Authorized King James Version has been called the most influential version of the most influential book in the world, in what is now its most influential language, the most important book in English religion and culture, and the most celebrated book in the English-speaking world. Does that somewhat ring a bell to, let's say, William Shakespeare? Widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and the world's greatest dramatist. It is from my opinion as a student of the esoteric mysteries that I write these things before you. I would be able to elaborate in much greater detail, but I choose not to due to time constraints and the philosophy of I have told you enough already. Research and learn for yourself, but do not cherry-pick where you receive information. The King James Authorized Version is the Word of God, written by man, and there is no other version that comes close to this. I have personally analyzed the King James Version 10 times from cover to cover, have come to that conclusion based on my own professional research. The secrets of the King James Version are more profound than most could ever realize. Even at face value, the book has shaped the modern world. I do believe there will be one true final translation of the King James Version, and that will be the final translation of translations. The end.